Hi Libra, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is April 14th, 2020. This is a general love reading for the sign of Libra for this upcoming week in April. Because this is a general reading, it can pertain to just about anything. Relationships, situations, and or circumstances surrounding family, home, work, social circles. If you can think of it, it might apply. My intention is always to reach those that need the message the most and those that will benefit from it. So some of it may resonate for you, Libra, other parts may not. Hopefully by the end you'll have something that you can walk away with that will help you in some way, shape, or form. Be flexible with the energy. Don't be concerned about the gender of the cards or the pronouns that I'm using to describe them. You can mix and match the characters within the reading. In other words, you might be represented by any of the characters that shows up in the cards. It may feel like I'm reading for you. You might feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. So again, because this is general, be flexible. Okay, Libra? So we are going to get started. Give this deck one more shuffle and a cut, and we'll see what's going on with you guys for this upcoming week in April. Here we go. We're going to start off with the Lovers, paired with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles. Ten of Wands. Death in reverse. The Ten of Pentacles. Seven of Cups in reverse. And the Two of Wands in reverse. So with the Lovers in your underlying energy, Libra, I do feel like this has to do with a relationship. It's a significant relationship. I feel like there may be some insecurity or uncertainty surrounding this connection. I'm feeling that there could be a struggle that you're dealing with, something that you're going through that feels very challenging. At the same time, it feels necessary, and it feels like there is movement forward, there is progress. That your energy is not being wasted with regard to this situation, whatever this is for you. I do feel like it could pertain to a family situation with the Ten of Pentacles out here. So whatever's going on is definitely involving other people, people that you're close to, possibly the home. And I do feel a sense that there's a lack of choice or having an understanding that you know that this is something that you have to deal with, something that you have to pull through, something that you need to work through because you really don't have any other choice. I don't necessarily feel like it's a negative situation going on or something that's causing conflict or fighting. I just feel like there's a challenge. And it involves a significant relationship or many. I think it's in the home or within the family, but this could be also within a group of people that you feel very close to, co-workers, a social circle. But Ten of Pentacles for me often indicates family, and that's why I said that. Let's get some more cards out here for you, Libra. We have the Tower in reverse, clarifying the Lovers. Again, this would indicate something that is unavoidable, something that was bound to happen eventually, that kind of thing. We have the Three of Pentacles. With the Nine of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, this could indicate financial worry, instability in that department. Two of Pentacles. The Hanged Man in reverse. Four of Swords in reverse. the Fool. Death again in reverse. And the Two of Swords in reverse, clarifying the Two of Wands. So there may be a decision or a choice to be made, or something that has already occurred that I don't necessarily feel like it was a choice. I feel like it was something that had to be done. It feels like you could have gone one way or the other, but it kind of like the sense that the choice was already made for you because it was obvious what you had to do. Like you could have taken a different direction, but it wouldn't have been the right decision, and that was clear to you. And this may be ongoing, something that you're having to deal with on a consistent or regular basis. As time passes, you might be gaining more and more information or more knowledge or more understanding of what's happening or how to work through this. There is a sense of being clear about this challenge or gaining some enlightenment, gaining some answers as time passes. As you work through things, things are becoming more clear for you. And there's definite slow, steady progress. But I feel like you might feel like it's kind of a balancing act. Like it's a little bit shaky, you're a little bit on shaky ground, but you're still making progress. That it's not, may not be feeling very secure to you or very comfortable, but there's slow, steady progress. And again, I do feel like this is related to, or a significant relationship is a significant piece of this message. I feel like you could potentially be working with somebody that you feel very close to get through these hard times, challenging times, uncertain times, or feeling a little insecure, or again, like you're kind of on shaky ground, but you're having to deal with something because it was inevitable, something that was going to happen regardless of decisions you made or what path you took. You were going to have to deal with this in some way, shape, or form eventually. And it feels like it's happening now. So the good news is, Libra, I do feel like you were making some good progress, and I do feel like you're handling things well so far based on what I'm seeing in the cards. So let's get some more information out here for you. We have the Three of Wands, the Seven of Swords, Knight of Pentacles again, clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, King of Cups in reverse, Nine of Wands, Two of Wands again, this time in the upright position, Justice in reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so we have a King of Cups in reverse on the table, Libra. This could be somebody that you're dealing with, or this could represent your energy. I feel like this person is feeling detached or emotionally unavailable. This could be somebody who's feeling apathetic or unaffected by what's going on around you. I feel like this could be the person that you're dealing with. This person might be responsible for making things feel a little more challenging, or might be the reason behind the burden or whatever it is you're working through. We have the Seven of Swords in your underlying energy. Sorry. And I feel like this person might be responsible for the Seven of Swords energy. And maybe is acting like it's not such a big deal. But I do feel like whatever this person did or whatever this person is responsible for, it may have caused some instability, some uncertainty, some issues for not just themselves, but for those around them. So again, family or people that they're close to. It's possible, Libra, that this person is relying on you to help them work through some things that they caused, some problems or issues that they caused because of some poor decisions or something that they could have avoided. And they kind of brought it into you so that you could kind of help them work through it. And I feel like you might be doing that because this person is significant to you, that maybe you don't feel like you have any choice but to help them out, for example. But there is slow, steady progress being made. And while this person might feel a little detached or unaffected by what's going on, they may not be showing it. But there's positive progress in the right direction for this individual as well. They might be realizing that after having made some mistakes, maybe that caused some disruption within your life or within the lives of others that surround them, their family, friends, people they're close to, that because they kind of knew that they had you backing them up or you to fall back on in case of a problem or in case they needed help, they're realizing maybe they, to a certain extent, took that for granted. Because I just get the sense that there's this understanding that now that there's this time of need and they realize they could have avoided this issue, that they're probably feeling a little bit they're regretting the situation, but at the same time not necessarily wanting to admit that what occurred was caused by them or was their fault, and that they're dragging other people down with them. And by that I don't mean that people are actually being dragged down. I do feel like things are getting worked through. I do feel like there's a sense that there's no other choice but to make this work, but to fix things. And so it's getting done because Libra's there to help, to kind of be the backbone, so to speak, in this relationship. That's what I'm getting more than anything else. Now, you know, there's the Seven of Swords in the underlying energy, so something went wrong. I'm not getting yet any indication of what that could have been. Seven of Swords can indicate deceit, lies, betrayal, somebody who's talking a big talk but not walking the walk, somebody who maybe makes promises but then doesn't come through. This could indicate actual criminal activity. It does not feel that severe to me. It feels like it could have been, what I just said, maybe a promise that was made and there was no follow through. And maybe other people were dependent upon this person coming through with whatever they said that they would, but it hasn't happened, hasn't transpired. So, you know, a different path was taken, a different choice made, sense of recovery or making things right with the help of Libra. Let's get some more cards on the table. There's the King of Cups again in reverse. He's clarifying the Tower. So this person definitely was responsible for something that happened. And again, it feels like it was something that was inevitable. It may have been a wrong choice that this person made, or a promise that they couldn't keep. And I do feel like they're trying to avoid the guilt factor, maybe, because they may not be ready to fully admit that they are responsible. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. Ace of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There's the Seven of Swords again, clarifying the Fool. Eight of Pentacles again, same set of cards. And then the Emperor. So, Libra, I do feel like you're the Queen of Pentacles energy. And I do feel like this person, again, there's a strong sense that this person knew that after the mistake was made and it was realized that they could go to Libra and rely on you to fix things or help them work things out or make things better. There is this sense that this King of Cups, and I want to remind you too, the King and the Queens, they don't have to represent females and males that match the gender of the card. Just bear that in mind. So you can be a female and embody this King of Cups energy. You can be a male and embody the Queen of Pentacles energy. This is somebody who's very loyal, compassionate, loving, somebody who puts others first. This can be a mothering type figure or an actual mother. And if you're a male, you can embody this kind of energy, that you are very nurturing, loving, again, compassionate. You put others first, think of others first, family first type energy. And again, I get the feeling that the Seven of Swords, whatever this King of Cups was responsible for, it could have been avoided. And it wasn't avoided, and therefore, whatever decision was made definitely impacted a group of people, family members, people that they're close to. And when all was said and done, it caused some disruption. So the Ten of Pentacles in reverse can indicate financial imbalance, instability. It can indicate divorce, unrest within a family situation, loss of legacy. There's lots of different meanings to this, but it does generally indicate a family dynamic of sorts. So this King of Cups, to me, almost feels like they were willing to take a certain risk. Again, something that they knew maybe wouldn't work out, or maybe even knew that it probably wouldn't work out. But they were willing to take that risk because they knew that they had Libra standing by, waiting in the wings, waiting to catch them when they fall. And I have a feeling they almost knew that they would fall. There was this little inkling of hope that whatever it is that they were attempting or trying or wanting to do or wanting to accomplish, they were insecure about it, they were uncertain, but they were willing to try, they were willing to give it a shot because they knew they had a safety net in Libra. And so the risk-taking adventure ensued and failed and caused some considerable disruption. At this point in time, this King of Cups may be feeling a little sorry for himself. Might even have a little bit of that woe is me attitude. And so it's hard to maybe work things out with this individual because Right now, they're dealing with the guilt or the aftermath, or the idea that they don't have any choice but to rely on someone they know they can trust, and that's Libra. Queen of Pentacles. I think they also know that this probably has happened in the past. I mean, they probably have this understanding that they can rely on you, Libra, because they've done it before. And I do have a sense that they know that there might be one of these times that they come knocking on your door, Libra, and you're going to turn them away or say, look, I've done this too many times already. I'm not putting up with your crap. You're going to have to figure something else out this time around. But I don't think that's what's happened. Maybe it has. Maybe for some of you, you said, look, you know, you put me in this position one too many times, and I'm not doing it this time. I've got other people that I'm responsible, that I need to watch out for, and you know, I can't be your safety net anymore. That type of thing. So for some of you, that could be the case. But I get the feeling that for many of you, based on what I'm seeing, you are still there to pick up the pieces, to help out, to be this person's backbone. So we have the Fool again in reverse. 10 of Wands again. The Hanged Man again. A lot of repeats. King of Swords. The World, or sorry, the Wheel of Fortune. The Chariot in reverse. 10 of Swords. And then the King of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like an ultimatum's been given to this person. And here's why I say don't mind the gender of the cards, because I feel like the King of Swords is also representing your energy. Libra, you are the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords, and I feel like the King of Swords right in this reading is acting as an individual who's kind of laying down the law. Someone who's saying, look, this is how it is. I've put up with your shit one too many times. You have created problems before, and if you want my help, this is how it's going to go. And so you're kind of laying it out for them on the table, this King of Cups. I do feel that the King of Cups feels fortunate to have you, like I said, backing them up, there to save the day, the safety net. But there's this ultimatum on the table. And the ultimatum is you're going to have to do the work to make this right. You're going to have to fix things, or I'm done. I'm going to cut the lifeline. I'm going to go on my merry way, and you'll have to deal with this shit on your own. There's a sense of making things right, and however that needs to be done. We have the 8 of Pentacles twice, and I have the King of Pentacles, which I think indicates this energy of the King of Cups. And the message to this individual is you're going to have to make things right. You're going to have to change your perspective and how you behave and how you act and how you treat others, and get yourself under control. Make some positive decisions and make this happen, because Libra is not going to put up with this shit anymore. Now, the King of Pentacles can indicate somebody who is very grounded, stable, capable, somebody who is a protector, provider. This is somebody, especially with the Emperor in this energy, this is somebody who could potentially be a patriarch, for example, somebody who looks after others, that others depend upon. I feel this person, this King of Cups, has that potential. I think you know that about them. And so there is a sense that you've kind of given them an ultimatum, said, look, it's time for you to stop fucking around like you're, you know, a 16-year-old kid, and get it together and make things right, behave the way you know you're supposed to behave, make the kind of decisions you know you should be making, not just for your own good, but for the good of those around you. I just get the feeling like this King of Cups could very well be someone who is responsible for others, maybe the head of a household type of thing, but hasn't been behaving in that manner. That could be true for some of you. Or again, you know, a female, someone who has the potential to be a really significant partner, contributor in a group, a family, and just hasn't been playing that role, has not been responsible, maybe has been a little selfish in their actions, or very irresponsible. And it's not just about being selfish, but maybe purposefully making poor choices that have ultimately affected other people in a really negative way. And I just get the feeling this person's been a bit of a risk taker. This person's not, you know, and a risk taker, you know, fine, take all the risks you want. But if your risks involve the demise of other people, if you're bringing other people down because of the shit you want to do or the things you feel like you feel like trying, and it's going to affect other people, and specifically people that you're very close to, family members or people that you love and care for, or that you're responsible for, if you're taking those kind of chances and risking the well-being of others, that's an irresponsible way to behave. And again, it's all well and good when you feel like you have someone backing you up, someone that you can fall back on because they're reliable and consistent and trustworthy and loyal and compassionate, and they've got the resources and, you know, are grounded, they've got their head on straight, they're holding down a job, maintaining, you know, financial security, and you know you have that type of person to fall back on. And yet, you know, it's like the boy who cried wolf, one too many times, and you're going to mess things up for good. So the good news is, and I don't mean to sit here and continue harping on the negativity that I see in this reading, because the good news is I do feel like this person is starting to see that it's time to grow up. It's time to make some progress. It's time to make some slow and steady moves towards recovery, towards progress, towards seeing things in a different perspective, towards making some better decisions. Start coming to terms with some of the mistakes made and start playing your part instead of relying on somebody else to pick up the pieces when you screw things up. So there is actually quite a bit of positive energy in this reading, and indications that this person is making some good progress and is willing to do the work, because they have a clear understanding that they messed up. And this can't go on forever. This is not something they can continue to do. I'm going to take both of these cards, Libra. We have the Nine of Pentacles, which came out early on in your reading. It's the second card that came out. It did come out in reverse. It's in the upright position here. And then we have Destiny, which came up in the upright position. Two very positive cards. I will read them both, and hopefully you will gain something out of them. And this one, the Nine of Pentacles, is not very long. It's just about 3/4 of a page. So we'll start with this one. The Nine of Earth represents altruism, charity, and generosity. Have you suddenly found that your life is full of harmony? You are creative and happy at this time. Abundance and true wealth surround you. Material possessions are less important than they once were. Yet you want for nothing, and you have no need for or desire for more. Instead, you choose to serve a higher purpose and give to others who have less. To help others in need or to support a worthy charitable cause is the act of a generous and caring spirit. But who is worthy? Who is deserving? Do you give without bias or expectation? Do you give equally to all in need? Or is your generosity conditional? What is it that you seek to gain from the act of giving? These are also questions the Nine of Earth asks you to consider. An act of charity born from compassion can be transforming. To know that you have played a role in helping others can inspire a sense of deep satisfaction and well-being. It can be healing not only for those who are helped, but for those who help. However, in some, it can also give rise to a sense of entitlement or self-importance. See, this is where this is exactly what I was seeing in this reading. You have been giving, you have been providing for this individual, and to a certain extent they've come to expect it, and they feel entitled, is what I got. Anyway, sorry, I'm interrupting myself. It can inspire a belief that acknowledgement and praise should be given. Altruism is the selfless act of giving, to give without expectation of reward, to give simply because you can and choose to and nothing more. The Nine of Earth signifies that it might be time to go through your cupboards and remove all that you no longer need and do not use. Give to local charitable organizations that work to help those in need within your community. And if you have any skeletons in those cupboards, it might also be wise to deal with them too. Well, there you go, Libra. Very applicable to this reading. So Destiny, I think you'll find interesting too. Now, Destiny is one of the major arcana cards in this deck. And I think I'm going to read, it has different parts to it. I think I'm going to read Present. It has present, past, future, just a general meaning, and then it also has the potential blockage. So for the Destiny card, I am going to read the Present, and it's about a page and a half. Okay, Libra? So here we go. When the Destiny card appears in the present, it represents the quest for our destiny. In order to discover that destiny, we must determine what our gifts are. What are your gifts? What do you have a talent for? Maybe you feel that you do not have any unique abilities, gifts, or strengths. But why do they have to be unique? Why does it have to be a skill that only you possess? There are many butchers, bakers, and candlestick makers, and there's always room for more, especially for those who are passionate about what they do. It is not always about what you do, but how well you do it and what it inspires within you and in others. Do not make the mistake of automatically looking for something big or uniquely creative because it places you in the public spotlight. The most important people often work behind the scenes away from any spotlight. The reality is that we usually look in all the wrong places because we are comparing ourselves to others. Another common mistake is to believe that our destiny is intertwined with our career path. Your destiny may have absolutely nothing to do with your choice of career. You may in fact have to walk a career path that is not one you love, but allows you to do what you love. Sometimes the things we love to do the most is not suitable as a career, and sometimes the act of turning it into a career can lessen the love we feel. Weigh your choices carefully and consider the benefits and consequences of turning a passion into a career path. To find your gifts, ask yourself the following questions. What did you dream of doing or being as a child? What activities do you immerse yourself in so completely that they have you losing track of time? What activities in the present leave you with a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment? Sit down and write a list of your strengths and weaknesses. What are you good at? What stops you in your tracks? Ask others that you know and trust for their insight. Ask them from their perspective what they see as your weaknesses and strengths. What have they observed you doing well? There is a good chance they have been saying that you are really good at something for years. They may see something you cannot. What comes naturally to you? If there is something that you do with ease and natural ability, then this would be one of your gifts. Can you make plants grow without any effort? Do animals respond well to you? Does every meal you make bring a smile to the faces of those who share your table? What are your passions? What is something you are always talking about to the point where others wonder if you have a one-track mind? What is it about this interest that draws you? Remember, it might not be the interest itself, but something related or connected. The secret is to look within, not to look at others. We support ourselves in our quest when we understand that sometimes our destinies might appear small and insignificant, but may be of crucial importance to the lives of those around us. Also understand that sometimes our destiny remains hidden because it is not a destiny that changes your life, but instead changes the lives of others. You are here to fulfill a grand purpose, even if you never determine what it is. Everything happens for a reason. I like that. I haven't read the present part of this card in a while, if I've read it at all. I do feel like that was for this King of Cups. I feel like probably some of the decisions in the past that he's made have possibly been because he's feeling like he needs to seek out his destiny, to find what he's passionate about, what he enjoys, what he loves. But unfortunately at the demise of others. And it could very well be that this King of Cups, his destiny is not necessarily one of those things that is part of his work, part of his job, part of his responsibility, but something different. So I do feel like that card was probably meant for him, but it could very well, him or her, could very well be meant for you as well. Could be meant for anybody, honestly. Anyway, I'm going to leave that reading, the reading here, and I hope that it gave you something to work with, Libra. I hope that you enjoyed it. If it did resonate, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you feel like it. I do enjoy those, and I do try to respond to all of those. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope I see you again soon. Bye, Libra. Take care.